901 Shelby Drive, look alive, look alive. Niggas came up on this side, now they on the other side. Oh well, fuck them, dawg, we gon' see how hard they ride. I get racks to go outside, and I split it with the guys. We up on the other side, niggas acting like we tied. I been gon'
And they're thinking that I died. Am I right? What, you guys don't like that intro music? Sorry, I don't know, that song is fire right now. What's going on, guys? So today we're going to be doing a first look on the Leopard 2K. Now, I've already covered this tank on the dev server before, but I figured since I had more time, I'd play it a little bit more, get a little bit more comfortable with it, and really let you guys know how it's going to play. In my opinion, everything's subsequent to change, subject to change. All right, stop, not my strong suit. We're going to just talk about the Leopard. That's my strong suit. Things can change. This tank may be different when it comes out on the live server, but right now, it's a boss-ass tank. It is definitely going to be my favorite tank of the patch, and that's just because it's the Leopard. It is a iteration of the Leopard. I absolutely adore the Leopard. It gets the 120mm Rheinmetall gun. It's got a cannon for shooting down planes on top. We'll talk about that more later, but basically, I wanted to give you guys a little bit more in-depth overview of the tank. So, how does the Leopard play? What is it going to play like? So it is obviously a very weak armored tank. It does not have armor, especially compared to all the tanks getting added this patch. The Challenger, T-64B, Abrams. This tank has the least armor of all of the tanks being added this patch that are new. Is that a big downfall? No, and yes. Because the thing is, all of the other modern tanks being added are also fast. The Abrams is arguably just as fast as this tank. Now I say arguably because I played both of them, and the Abrams did get its reverse speed nerf, so it's no longer as fast in reverse as the Leopard. I don't know if that's going to be changed. I don't know if they mix that up, because the Abrams in real life did actually have a 25 mile an hour reverse speed, not a 12. So we'll have to see. That being said, compared to the Leopard, the Abrams is pretty quick. Now, this thing is definitely faster than the Challenger, although the Challenger can get up to 50 now too. And I have a video either coming out later on today or tomorrow about the Challenger, and et cetera, et cetera. So don't worry about it. I just want you guys to comment, actually, while we're talking about this, what tank I should do next. I have footage and stuff for the Abrams and everything else, so let me know. But it's not as fast, and its speed isn't as big of an advantage anymore. So it's not necessarily justifiable for this tank to not have armor. That being said, it does get a cannon, which is the only thing, or the only new tank being added with a cannon on top. Now, we could say the MBT and the KPZ have them, yes, but we're just talking about the new tanks being added. So the Leopard does get a 20mm anti-air cannon, and this thing is deadly as hell. I mean, you guys who play the MBT and KPZ know how effective it is to have a cannon. You can kill people who aren't necessarily heavily armored. You can kill AA guns or any type of AA guns, light scout vehicles, people trolling, planes. With that gun, you don't ever have to shoot your main gun. And those just rake in points, and of course it creates a bigger smoke cloud, and if you're hitting somebody with a 20, sometimes you can knock out their gun. It's just a big help. On top of that, this tank does have smoke dispensers, which are great, and I kind of like its profile. So the way the KPZ works is the 20 mil is really close to the tank. It's kind of connected to the tank. It doesn't have like a gap or anything. The 20 mil in the Leopard 2K, it kind of hangs above the tank. It's got this weird system where there's like a pillar and some type of arm that can turn up and down, left, right, and then the gun is in that arm hanging above a cupola. So it doesn't like, if that thing gets hit, I don't think it's going to destroy any tank components, whereas the MBT, if you hit the front of the gun, it can drop down and do damage to the tank. So we'll have to see if that actually is a thing. I'm just saying that it might be harder to hit, and although that this thing is definitely easy to spot coming over a ridge because of that huge cannon, it's not actually going to get you killed, it's just going to get you spotted. So that's something you need to note too. Leopard chassis is fantastic. The mobility on this thing is great. It can slide left, right. It can go really fast and forward, really fast in reverse. The acceleration is fantastic, and it can climb absolutely everything, which is insane. The thrust to weight ratio, or power to weight ratio, in this tank, and the Abrams notably, is incredible. We played them on jungle, and I'm sure you'll see some footage from jungle for some of these tanks later on today, but man, this thing can climb every mountain in jungle. So although I'm super excited for this. Gaijin needs to take this into account. If anybody from Gaijin's watching this, please make sure that you can't climb out of the maps with these tanks, because that'll ruin some of the maps and cause problems for later hotfixes. Because this thing, if anything's going to climb out of a map in a spot that we've never seen before, it's going to be this one. Because holy shit, it was going vertical almost, and I was gaining speed going up a hill, which is absolutely insane. The gun now. Let's talk a little bit about the gun, because this is a big talking point, right? A lot of people think that the gun is underpowered. Everybody wants to look at the APFSDS stats and then go look at their Wikipedia articles and get really upset. I'm not one of those people. If you are one of those people, that's fine. Leave it out in my comment section, please. I know a lot of people have been doing that. It's been a cesspool downstairs in the comment section about bias and what's OP and what's not. You guys haven't played these tanks yet. I know you haven't. And if you have, you haven't played all of them. And if you have played all of them, you wouldn't really be complaining that much, because they kill each other. So that's kind of how it goes. I think that for the sake of balance, some things need to not be historically accurate. We don't know all of the numbers to this stuff anyway. It's all classified documents. If they have to cut corners, cut corners. The fact that people are saying they're cutting corners for Russian tanks only, very, very wrong. This tank has a 650 millimeter pen heat FS shell, and it's like nobody really wanted to mention that. Oh, the APFS isn't as good, Slick. It's not as good as the... It doesn't matter. It's 650 millimeters of penetration. Give me a tank that's besides the Challenger that can stop that with their composite. Zero. It doesn't matter what tank you're in. 650 millimeters of penetration. You're gonna kill it. You're even gonna kill Challengers with that. You just knock out the breach. Trust me. This round hits hard. It hits like Tyson. So the fact that people are all bent because there's no APFSDS with like 1 billion millimeters of penetration, like, I don't know when we started debating that shells are good based off penetration again. It's like everybody stopped playing War Thunder for a while, you know? It's not about penetration, and it's not about how much the round penetrates. It's about the damage it does after it penetrates. You just need enough penetration to get through the initial armor, and then you're worried about what it does inside the tank. Does it destroy the tank? Does it kill crew? Does it blow up? Does it become useless? That's what you're worried about. So Heat FS technically should be better if it can penetrate than APFSDS. Now, everything's been using APFSDS, and that's what we love and know right now, but trust me, I use this Heat FS shell. You won't see any footage of it because I used it and I didn't record that game for some reason. Something went wrong. But I was smoking MBTs and T64s and everything with this Heat FS shell. It hits hard. 650 millimeters penetration is no joke. That's up there with the ATGMs in the game. It pens more than ATGMs, which is pretty crazy. So my overall consensus on the Leopard is it is a great gun platform. It has a lot of offensive versatility. So it can shoot down planes, it can flank, it can kill the AA out of the spawn really well. It's got a good reload, great gun, and it also has a fantastic lineup. Now think about this. We have the Leopard 2K. We have a KPZ. We have a Bagel Panzer with the upgraded tow. We have a Leopard with a new radar feature, which I'll talk about later on today or tomorrow in another video. But there's a radar feature now, so AA is way more effective. So think about those. And then a Rakin Jagdpanzer 2 Hot, and a Horton or a CL-13 or a MiG-15 with Tiny Ivans. That is a deadly, absolute deadly lineup to face. So, yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think about the Leopard? I'm really excited. I want to say thank you guys again for all the support over these past couple of days, couple of weeks. It's been absolutely insane. And I try to mention it as much as I can, and I know it might seem like kind of repetitive and stuff if I do that, but I really do appreciate it. You know, I've been trying really hard, putting a lot of effort into making videos and stuff, and it's just, it's coming to life, like it's working, you know. I'm seeing results from the effort, and you guys are absolutely loving it, and it makes me feel good. So continue up with the critiques in the comments down below, and I'll try to tweak some stuff and whatnot. Getting over my sickness right now. I'm probably going to go blow my nose for quite some time. My voice should be back to normal within the next couple of days. Just everything's coming out now. You know how the sicknesses work. What tank do you want to see next? Comment down below. What else do I have to plug? I don't know. I don't think I have to plug anything. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.